His name was Imran. Now, you may be thinking, Imran what? Khan, perhaps a well-known name due to a famous cricketer or politician from Pakistan. But our Imran is a different story. Our Imran's tale is of a boy who always sat on the last bench. But it wasn't because he loved the view. It was because he felt that's where he belonged. He saw the other students in their groups laughing, talking, playing. He wanted to join them, but he felt he didn't fit in. So he retreated to the last bench, thinking it was his only solace. He wasn't slow. He wasn't stupid. He just felt different. You see, Imran believed he wasn't as smart as the other kids. They aced tests without studying, solved complex equations effortlessly, and read ahead in class. But he struggled with everything. For instance, math was a nightmare. Numbers danced before his eyes, turning every sum into a puzzle. So Imran worked harder. He studied extra, asked questions, and did his homework thrice over. But even then, he often lagged behind. His name was Imran, and every day when he entered his classroom, the same whispers followed him. Here comes the slow one. They'd tease, pointing fingers and chuckling. Imran would shrink under their stares, wishing to disappear. Sometimes he'd mumble, "It's okay, I'm not that great anyway," trying to convince himself. The teachers too hardly noticed him. He was just another face in the crowd, one more tick mark on their attendance sheet. There were about 40 students in their class, and Imran was just another number to them. There was one teacher, though, Miss Fatima, who taught science. She was kind, patient, and saw something in Imran. While other students failed to grasp complex formulas, Imran struggled, but he tried, and Miss Fatima appreciated that. So she guided him, explained things differently, and offered extra help. Slowly, Imran began to understand. Science became his favorite subject, and he started to enjoy learning. Years went by, and Imran continued to face challenges. In high school, he was still considered slow. He ranked among the last few in his class, and people labeled him as a dunce. But Imran didn't care. He had found something that interested him, and that was writing. When words flowed onto paper, he felt alive. He wrote poems, stories, and essays, pouring his heart and soul into them. Writing was his escape, his solace, and later, his passion. As he grew older, Imran developed a habit. Whenever someone criticized him or called him names, he would write. He penned down their words, analyzed them, and then wrote his response, not to argue, but to express himself. Through his writing, he confronted bullies, silenced critics, and proved them wrong. His words became his shield and sword. Meanwhile, Imran also discovered another interest, reading. He devoured books, exploring different genres and expanding his knowledge. Reading opened up new worlds, introduced him to inspiring individuals, and broadened his perspective. He learned about history, science, philosophy, and cultures, absorbing information like a sponge. Each book he read left an indelible mark on his young mind, shaping his thinking and nurturing his curiosity. Despite facing academic struggles and people's doubts, Imran had something valuable. He was a good listener. He paid attention to every word spoken in class, observed everything around him, and absorbed information without realizing it. He was like a sponge, soaking up knowledge from every interaction and experience. People underestimated him, but Imran was silently learning and growing. He might not have been the brightest star in the sky, but he had a unique quality that set him apart. And he didn't know it yet, but this quality would change his life. The turning point came during a class test. Mr. Williams, a strict teacher known for his tough exams, had just handed out a physics test. As the students started writing their answers, a sense of panic surged through Imran. Physics was his weakest subject, and the test seemed impossible. He struggled to recall formulas, and his mind went blank. Looking at the other students who confidently scribbled away, Imran felt a wave of despair. Just then, he remembered Miss Fatima's words, "Don't focus on being the smartest. Use what you have." Her words echoed in his ears, and he realized he had something unique, his ability to listen. Taking a deep breath, Imran shifted his focus from memorizing formulas to understanding the concepts. He closed his eyes, visualizing the experiments he had witnessed in class. Suddenly, everything clicked. With newfound clarity, he began writing down what he knew. He didn't rush, but his answers were precise and accurate. Time went by, and when Imran handed in his test, Mr. Williams took it, glanced at the answers, and raised an eyebrow. He checked it again, this time more thoroughly. A hint of surprise appeared on his face. Imran, the last bench student who was usually among the last few in their class, had answered all the questions correctly. When the results were announced, everyone stared at the top of the list. Imran Ahmed. First position, a stunned silence fell over the classroom, followed by murmurs of disbelief. No one could believe that Imran, the quiet boy who always sat at the last bench, had topped the exam. Even Imran himself couldn't comprehend what was happening. His mind raced, trying to make sense of the situation. He couldn't believe that he, who had struggled academically all his life, had come out on top. News of Imran's achievement spread like wildfire throughout the school. Students and teachers gathered around him, congratulating him and expressing their astonishment. Imran, overwhelmed by the attention, could only manage a shy smile and a simple thank you. In that moment, he realized that his hard work and dedication had paid off. All those hours spent studying, all the effort he put into understanding the concepts had led him to this moment of triumph. He had proven to everyone, including himself, that he was capable of achieving great things. From that day on, Imran was no longer the invisible boy who sat at the last bench. He became a role model for the entire school, an inspiration to those who had doubted him. People acknowledged his intelligence and hard work, and he gained the respect and admiration he deserved. But despite his success, Imran remained humble. He understood that his journey had just begun, and he had many more challenges to overcome. He carried on with his studies, always remembering the values of hard work, determination, and perseverance that had brought him this far. And so, the story of Imran, the boy who sat at the last bench but topped the exam, became a legend in that school. It was a tale that inspired generations of students to come, reminding them that no matter where you sit or what others may think, it's your effort and dedication that truly matters. Imran's journey was a testament to the fact that success could come from the most unexpected places, and that one should never underestimate the power of hard work and perseverance. The last bench was no longer the end of the world. It was the beginning of greatness. Imran proved it. So next time you find yourself in a situation where people underestimate you or challenge your abilities, remember Imran. Embrace your unique qualities and use them to your advantage. Listen attentively, observe carefully, and learn continuously. Don't let anyone define your potential. And most importantly, never lose sight of your goals. With determination and unwavering focus, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. So sit wherever you want, but make sure your actions speak louder than any doubt or criticism thrown your way. Let your achievements be the answer to those who underestimate you. And always remember, true success comes to those who dare to dream big and work tirelessly to make their dreams a reality.